Well, guys, I have a dilemma. I have a problem. I'm broke. No, not really. I'm not broke. I have another account that's just strictly for my reselling business. And so all the money that I make on eBay, I reinvest that back into the tattooed reseller business. And therefore I use that money to go garage sale shopping or thrift shopping, or, I use that money to buy more inventory. The problem is I committed the ultimate sin of a reseller. And that is I haven't listed anything on eBay. We went on vacation and then I went back to work. I work 12-hour shifts, so when I get out of work, I'm tired. Then I go to the gym and I don't have time to list. And on my days off is when I do my listing, but I've been having a lot of overtime. So I've been working on my days off, and I haven't been dedicating any time to my business. So because of that, my reseller account has been dwindling down to almost nothing. And today is Saturday, it's garage sale day, and I can't go because my funds are low. What do you do in this situation that you have no money and you want to go garage sale shopping? Well, you kind of got to start listing your items. So I decided to make a video on what a part-time reseller does, So I need money and I have a lot of inventory, so let's get to tackling it. Also, let's see if I can't find some things around the house that I no longer need or want and list them so we can make some money. So I definitely got some items in my closet that I no longer need or want. All right, so this is my closet, and this is where I keep a lot of my stuff, all right? So this item I saw the other day, I have it here. This is a Husky headlamp, and I paid $5 for it, and I've had it there in my closet, and that's kind of like my doomsday prep corner. That's where I keep my end of the world stuff. I got like MREs and other survival stuff in case I ever need it, which I hope that never happens. But anyway, so this headlamp, you never know when you're gonna need a headlamp. But I have two of them, so I decided, okay, let's grab this and list it. So yeah, we're gonna list this. Over here I have all my clothes, but I do have two Dallas Cowboy jerseys, and this one my wife got me with my last name. So this one I don't wear anymore, and it is a Witten's jersey. And this is the embroidered one. So these are worth a little bit more, and yeah, so let's get rid of this. This was a great jersey, wore it for a lot of years, but I just don't wear it anymore. So let someone else have it. So we got that, got the headlamp. Right here I have a gun safe that I don't never used it. This is one of those gun vaults where you can put in the code and it works and everything. Got the keys for it, so got the little instruction manual in there. So yeah, never used it. Let's get rid of this, clear up some space. And last, oh my goodness, I found an old iPhone that I don't use anymore because the power button doesn't work, so it constantly stays on. So I turned it on just to make sure that it still worked, and yeah, it does. And also the back is kind of cracked. That's, I guess you can say the back is cracked. Yep. So, but it works, and it's 1 terabyte. So the comps on this were pretty good. So, I'll be able to get a little less than that, but definitely gonna list this item. Oh, I can't sell that, guys. I've talked about this before, guys. I decided to keep this game for my collection, but you cannot sell this game on eBay. You cannot. I listed it and immediately got taken down because of racial stereotypes. Apparently this game is not allowed to be sold on eBay. So I decided to keep it just a good talking point, but hey, it's Monopoly, but in the ghetto. And up there I got my Pokemon cards, which are completely out of the question. I will not sell them. But let me show you guys real quick what I got. All right, here they are. And I do have the original 150, original base set in great condition. Yes, I have them all in order, all the way to 150. And I have extras. These are all my extras. I have extra Charizards and Venusaurs and Alakazams. And I do have a first edition Dark Charizard right there. But yeah, this is completely out of the question. Will not sell it. Okay, so I got these 4 different items. Okay, let's deal with that. I got the headlamp, the jersey, the gun vault, and the iPhone. Let's go ahead and list that and then start tackling this death pile. Now that I have found these items to list, Let's pretend I wasn't a reseller and I was doing this for the first time and I didn't have a picture station like I do over here. This is my picture station. I got my lights, you know, I got my backdrop and everything. Let's pretend I didn't have that and I was just starting out, okay? Guys, you don't need nothing fancy or anything just to start taking good pictures. All you need is some good lighting, which we have the sun, and you have your iPhone. Guys, every picture I've taken is with an iPhone. And it's got a great camera, and that's all you need, okay? So let's just find a spot right here. Look at this right here, just a perfect, sun is hitting it just nice. I'm just gonna throw that right here on the ground. And look at that, just list it like that. All right, you grab your camera, and then it's very important right here, you just swipe up. And right here where it says the 4-3, you hit that and go to square. All right, and then boom. You just take a picture, different angles. I like to take a picture of the information. Turn it around. Here you go, another picture. And see, that's simple. Boom, look at that. That picture right there. That's what I'm gonna use. Same thing with the jersey right here. I'm just gonna lay it down nice and flat. You gotta make sure it looks nice, presentable. All right, just right there. Make sure that the shirt is nice in the frame. Boom. Look at that. Just a good picture. Get the different angles. Now, one thing that I kind of do need to get is a ruler to take the size. But believe it or not, even though it says 2X on the shirt, some people still want to see the actual measurements. So I have just a regular yard ruler, and we're gonna do a pit to pit. I like to take a picture of the ruler. That way it shows that I'm measuring it. And then right here at the end, 27 inches. Then also people want to see a shoulder to waist. Right there, right there. All right, now I'm just gonna turn the shirt around. There we go, get a couple pictures of the back. Nice. That's all you need for clothing. So for my phone, I'm just gonna use this styrofoam padding that I have. I'm just gonna use this so that the iPhone is not on the actual concrete, you know, and scratch it up more than what needs to be. Just like that. And then go take a picture on my phone, make sure it's in square mode. Gotta show them that it works. I'm also gonna show pictures of the back, which is cracked. And then I'm also gonna put that in the description. But yeah, that's it. That's all you need to do, take pictures of items you wanna sell. Very simple. Guys, you guys aren't gonna believe this. I literally just listed this iPhone for $399.99. And within 2 minutes, I got 2 offers. One for $310 and the other one for $355. I was gonna go with the $355. And then a minute later, he immediately paid full price. I was eating and I was like, okay, I'll accept it once I'm done, because I was gonna show you guys that I was gonna accept the offer for $355. And immediately a minute later, I guess the guy just said, screw it, it's a good price, and paid full price. Guys, I just sold this iPhone in less than 7 minutes for $400. I had $400 sitting on my end table. Sell your phones, sell old phones. These things sell. People always need parts, or hey, this thing still works, they can fix it. So what the hey, let me show you guys how I would package this real quick. So one thing about me is I really take my business seriously when it comes to packaging. You know, you see a lot of YouTubers out there or influencers that they just package in the cheapest way and send it out to their customers. I see a lot of times they grab like shoes and they just put them in poly bags and send them. I'm sorry, if I bought a pair of shoes on eBay and they came to me in a poly bag, I would probably just send it back. Like, look, man, you don't care about. I'm giving you my hard-earned money, and you're gonna send me shoes in a poly bag with no protection. They're just gonna go through the postal system. People are gonna drop them, throw them. You know, they might get scraped up on the way. You know, I would be really upset if you send me shoes in just a regular poly bag. So I tend to pay up a little bit more for my shipping, but I know that the customer is going to be satisfied when they get it. You know, it's going to say that I care about them because they give me their hard-earned money. So the least thing I can do is give them a good experience when receiving their order in the mail. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I would package this iPhone. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a little bag. You can get these bags at Walmart, these little gallon bags, for like $1, and they come like in 100. These things are amazing amazing. Just go to Walmart, get you some gallon bags. I'm gonna put the iPhone in there, and then I'm put a little thank you card, all right? You can get these on Amazon. Just thank you for your business. Thank you for supporting my business. Just little something, something. Close it up, put a little bit of tape. That way it's nice and secure. And then, I keep all my Amazon bubble mailers for situations like this. I'm gonna put that in there. All right, so it's a little bubble mailer that offers some protection. Wrap it up nice and tight. Put some more duct tape. And then I'm gonna get some heavy duty bubble wrap and just bubble wrap that. Okay, you can never be too careful, especially with these items that are sensitive. And you know the Postal Service don't care. They're just gonna throw the item out there and toss it, drop it, you know. Now I'm gonna use a 8x6x4 box for this. I get these on eBay. Every quarter I get a coupon from eBay for having a store, and I just use the money to buy boxes. What I'm gonna do is put a little packing paper at the bottom to protect the bottom of the box. Put the iPhone in there. There we go. And then I'm gonna put some more packing paper on top. Stuff it nice. There you go. It's protected from the bottom, protected on top. Duct tape it. All right, so I'm just weighing the box. Less than a pound. Perfect. Got the right dimensions. And I'm going to send this priority mail because I get insurance, and I'm also going to add an additional insurance. If anything over $150, I usually add insurance. And I'm also going to add for them to sign. That way I know that they got this. I mean, it's a $400 item. I'm going to make sure that they get it. That way there's no excuse on, you know, you have to protect yourself and, oh, I never got it. Well, it says you signed for it. So therefore, there is no excuse. Okay, so go to purchase the label. All right, right here it's asking you for add extra protection. Yes. So I guess they don't do the signatures no more. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna pay $16.79 to ship this priority mail with insurance. And there it is. And there it is. Even though it is the weekend, I'll go first thing Monday morning and drop this off, but it's ready to go. So you know, guys, not trying to get all religious on you, but God is great because he kept me from going garage sale shopping today, and me like not understanding why I didn't have the money and everything. Look at this. God, it is pouring. Oh my land. I would have been stuck out there. Maybe there wouldn't have been no garage sales, and I would have been stuck in the rain. So anyway, yeah, God said, no, you will not go. You will sit here and list. So let me show you guys my death pile, which I'm embarrassed to say because I clearly have the Hairy Tornado slob poster right there. Don't be a slob. And my death pile has become terrible. These are all the shoes I cleaned yesterday, which I'm going to list right now. I have all this inventory right here. Guys, look at all these shoes. God, there's a pile. There's mountains and bags. There's 4 bags of shoes under there. Here's all this clothes that is ready for listing. It's, you know, I have all sorts of stuff. This is just a pile of totes that I've been moving and trying to clean up. So I got to clean all that. Got to clean all this. Got to take all this to inventory. I have let myself go. But now that I got time, I'm going to do it. So let me show you guys how I take pictures of shoes real quick. Yeah. So a lot of the things I learned from shoe reselling, how to take pictures and little tricks of the trade, I learned from a channel called Dealing with Dalton. And you know, Dalton's such a cool cat, man. I met him a few times at FlipCon. So cool, so knowledgeable, and he loves shoes, and you know, that's what he sold. He had a great business, great model, and he was always willing to share information and tricks and shoes that we're selling and what he did to save time, to make everything more fluent. First things first, he got this Lazy Susan, I think that's what it's called, and what he did is instead of picking up the shoe and moving it, you know, you just spin it, and that way you can do different angles, so that saves you time from doing that. And also he had his own custom shoe trees, and he had a great deal on these. I don't know if he's still selling them, but you guys should check it out, Dealing with Dalton. I'll see if I can't find the link to them, but yeah, these shoe trees are great, and they make the shoe look nice instead of, look, you can even tell the difference here. You can see like there's an indentation right there compared to a nice solid shoe. These things help, and overall it just makes your shoe look better. All right, again, Look, I'm just gonna sit here and just take pictures, make sure that my picture's nice. Nothing else shows. Click. Turn it a little bit. Here we go. Very important we get the bottom of the shoes. That way it shows we have some tread. And look, any little flaw, I'm going to show. Obviously there's a little flaw right there. I'm going to show that. Got to get the size of the inside of the tag. Just lift that and show that. Take a picture of that right there. And since these shoes have no insoles, I'm going to take a picture of the inside. That way it shows no insoles. And the model right here, Rincon 3. Pow. So when I'm listed it, I make sure that I put the description, Hoka One Rincon 3 running shoes, man size 12.5, jogging sneakers, missing insoles. And while the picture's loaded, I start to inventory them, okay? I just grab a poly bag and I put the shoes in. Now I just put the SKU number on top, which I have these numbers here. You can buy these on Amazon. I got from 1 through 1,000. And this is number 16 because I just started this inventory system. Put the number up top. Right here, and then you just put it next in line right there. So when it sells, I know to look for number 16. So 14, 15, 16, they're all in order. That's how I list and sell shoes. Rain stopped, sun is out. Well, it rained for a couple hours, so the whole time I was in the garage listing and just having a good time listening to music. It's been a long time since I've done that. And yeah, you know, I made a couple sales actually. You know, sold a pair of shoes I just listed for 30 bucks and I got an offer for 24, accepted it. Yeah, couldn't be happier. And I got to hear my favorite song. Don't you just love whenever you have your music on random and your favorite song just happens to come out? My favorite song of all time is Blink-182's The Rock Show. That song to me is just perfect. I remember being 14 years old when I first heard it. The first concert I ever went to was Blink-182 for the Take Off Your Pants and Jacket tour, and they opened up with that song. So that song is very special to me, and I just think it has the most beautiful bridge whenever the song converts to black and white picture of her on my wall. The way they change it, oh, it's just perfect. Guys, it's perfect. But hey, what is y'all's favorite song? I would love to know your comments, or recommend a song that you guys would like me to hear, and then that'd be cool, right? You know, I would love to hear your favorite song. That way I can, you know, get to know you guys a little bit better. But that is it for this video, you guys. If y'all would be so kind enough to hit that like and subscribe for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. And here's your daily reminder that you look great. Bye.